Hey y'all, today I wanted to go live. I've never gone live before, so this is my first time, and I thought I would try it out for just minutes and do a garden tour. So I thought that would be a good way to do it for the first time. So here we are. This is the outside going into the garden. I've got the zinnias, I've got the peppermint zinnias, and the cleomes, and then some of the cosmos here. These are the ones that I transplanted from inside the garden if you saw my video earlier this year or earlier this summer. More zinnias. Lots and lots of zinnias. And I am getting ready to pull everything, well, not everything, a lot of things out. I'm going to be pulling these zinnias out here. I'm going to pull all that out. I'm going to pull these out and a lot more. Like some of these over here are just, we had a storm today, so those are ready. I'm going to cut those, and those are pretty much ready to be pulled out. I am going to start new ones. I've got some more seeds I'm going to start. So I'm just trying to see if anybody's going to be on here and watch. But here we go. I'm just going to go on in. Alright, so more zinnias inside. Once we get inside, over here, that's just an overview of the garden. These right here, I believe these are the California giant zinnias. They're really big. They were in a variety pack, but I think this is the one, that's the one that is. So we're going to go this way. I am going to show you this. This is my Ramblin' Rose. I haven't really trimmed it up good yet, but it did have some blooms on it again. So I was surprised about that. I didn't think it was going to have any blooms. It is not a continual bloomer. And it didn't put out a lot, so it's not like a true repeat bloomer, I don't think. Then over here, I've got some basil right there. That's the purple ball basil. And this is a pepper. This is a pepper, but as you can see, they are not, that's not a good place for them because they're not getting enough sun right there. So if you're just joining, I am going live for the first time on YouTube, and I wanted to do a quick garden tour. I don't know how this works as much, but just say hey, and I want to see if I can see the comments somewhere. Let's see. I'm doing an experiment, y'all. I'm going live for the first time just to see how it works. So if you are on, say hello. I'm doing a garden tour live. First time going live. Just want to see how it works. And I don't see where I see the chat. So if you're saying hello, I can't see it at the moment. But we're going to move right along. I just said that I was going to take out, I'm getting ready to pull out some of these zinnias here because they're getting kind of diseased. I'm going to start some new ones. It's not too late. I'm in zone 8A, and it's not too late to start zinnia seeds here. So you can see that right there. And I don't spray anything on my stuff, so I just kind of deal with whatever is going on. Okay, so I've got the ball basil there. I've got peppers here, and that was not a good place for them. They're not getting enough sun. I've got a zucchini here. Got a little one coming in right there. And tomatoes going up the fence there. They're yellow pear tomatoes, I think. More, that's a climbing rose. Oh, and these are the ones I was wanting to show y'all. These are the orange hat tomatoes. Orange hat tomatoes. And look how tiny that is. These are really good, like if you want to just put them on a patio or keep them in a container somewhere. They're going to turn orange eventually. There's another one right there. Now this rose right here, this is the ever blooming Cecile Brunner, and you can see that's the first year growth on this, and it's just it's really put out a lot of growth, and it has these little almost light pink, white blooms. That one needs to be trimmed, but they smell really good. So if you're looking for a rose bush that's really going to put out a lot of growth and a lot of flowers, and this is ever blooming, it has been blooming constantly, so this is a good one. And they do smell really good. So I've got my okra here. This is the Jing orange. And let's see. It rained really hard today. Some of this stuff got knocked over. But there is the Jing orange okra. You can see it's beautiful leaves. The foliage is really pretty. The stems are that really pretty burgundy color. I've got more peppers, scarlet kale. And this is just mainly ornamental. I don't really eat kale that much. Now these right here are the Louisiana 16-inch okra. And I've told y'all this is my favorite. And you can let these get up to 16 inches and they're still good. So, and they're very prolific, put out a lot of food. All right, I'm getting ready to pull this zucchini, the zucchini rampicante, or I can't think of the other name of it, but I'm getting ready to pull these all out because they're diseased, or maybe they're lacking nitrogen. I don't know. I haven't fertilized lately because it's been so hot. But here's another overview of the garden. Now, if you're looking for patio stuff, if you have a small space, I'll show you these few things here. This is a blackberry. It's the Baby Cakes blackberry. Okay, let's see. I am not seeing y'all's comments, so I don't know what I'm doing here. You said hi. Somebody said hi. Hey. Hey, everyone. If you're on here, I don't know what I'm doing, so I can't see my comments right now. This is my first time going live. I just want to test it out with a garden tour. So if you're saying hello, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't see it yet. So, but this is the Baby Cakes blackberry. So if you have a small space like a patio or something and you don't have a space to have a large garden, that can be grown in a container. This is a rosemary, Chef's Choice rosemary. It can be grown in a container. I need to stake these up, but these are the Inca Jewel tomatoes. They can be grown in containers. These sunflowers right here, they have already, I don't think they're going to put out any more blooms, but they did, and they're real pretty. And these are the music box. They can be grown in containers. The Little Miss Figgy. This is a fig tree that can be grown in containers, and you can see all the figs on here. So that was a good purchase. I got this, I think, Fast Growing Trees, and this is Southern Living's fig variety, Little Miss Figgy. So you can grow that in a container if you have a small space. I think that's all. Oh, one more, the dwarf. Put a stick. Oh, I can see it. Okay, I can see. Okay, so you are saying hi, and put a stick of copper to help grow 100 times. Oh, nice. Thank you for that advice. And then this is, it's got some yellow leaves. It keeps going yellow, and I am not a gardenia person, so I am new to this. I need to look more into it. This is the dwarf Radicans gardenia, and this is containers. This would be grown in containers, or you can grow in containers. So those are all the ones that if you have a small space, those are good. Alright, so moving right along, this is just my patch of black-eyed Susans that they just popped up, so I left them. And then, okay, I've talked about cosmos before, and I did not trim these down in time, and they're like falling over and really tall. So if you have Cosmo, or if you like Cosmos, they can get really tall. So you need a lot of space for those. Marigolds, a very tall variety. This is one of my new rose varieties. This is the Above All, and it's really pretty orange. It's a really pretty orange color. And That's the Above All. And then I've got 3 more here. These are not climbing roses. These are just going to be your, I can't think of what they're called. But this is the World War II Memorial Rose. This one. This one right here is the Remembrance. And this one is the English Lady. And I got these for my grandparents, in honor of my grandparents, because my grandfather fought in World War II, and my grandmother was from London, and they met in London during World War II, and then that remembrance would be to remember them. So, alright, so now I've got this Thelma Sanders squash in here, and you can see there's something getting all this, but this is ready to be pulled. Thelma Sanders squash. I'm so excited to try these because they are supposed to be like sweet potatoes. Really excited to try that. Got my cucumbers back here. Lots and lots of cucumbers. I've already picked them for today before I thought about going live. But if you grow Thelma Sanders or the Zucchini Replicante, you need lots of space. It's taken up this whole fence area for just a few of those. Alright, another 2 Thelma Sanders back here. This is the Ladybanks. I just got this Ladybanks climbing rose this year, so it hasn't had time to really establish yet. More tomatoes, Roma tomatoes in the middle, Roma tomatoes, eggplants, different varieties of eggplant here on the front, and then some climbing tomatoes back here. I got a orange accordion, I think is what it's called. That one. Lots of marigolds sprinkled all through here. And another Cosmos rain barrel that's I haven't filled up yet. Sunflowers. Here's another rose. I've got the Nude On. It has not bloomed yet because I just got it not too long ago. But it's grown a lot. It's put out a lot of growth. And I get all my roses from heirloomroses.com. Alright, the corn. Really excited about the corn here. I did a post about the corn. There it is. Got some squash. Still going strong. We've been fighting these squash bugs for all summer. But it's still going strong. I've lost a couple of squash plants, but overall we've been really trying to stay on top of it. And then the corn. I'm not a corn grower, corn farmer, whatever, so I think I'm waiting on this right here to get brown and dry before I pick it. But I've got several ears in there. I'm really excited. I didn't grow a lot because I wanted to try it first this year, and then next year I'll grow some down in the field probably. More Cosmos. Here's the Indian snake cucumber plant. And it does, I know y'all really like that video. These are very prolific, the Indian snake cucumber. And you'll need a lot of space. That's one plant. And you can see it's taken over this arch, a lot of this arch. And I've trimmed it a lot too, so. And then I've got 2 more coming up this fence out here, right there and right there on the outside. This is my Joseph's Coat rose, and I need to prune it a little bit. It's got really pretty roses on it. The Zinnia patch here. And then this is the Dublin Bay rose. It's absolutely gorgeous color red. Very beautiful. Dublin Bay. Very beautiful. Alright, these are such a fun little garden snack. These are the Mexican sour gherkin, and they are like little watermelons, but they taste kind of like a mixture between a lemon and cucumber maybe. They're a little citrusy to me. or maybe sour is more the better word. They do also take up a lot of space, but they're not heavy. So if you're gonna grow these, you do need a lot of space if you don't trim them back. But it's not heavy. Like the vines are not heavy, and the fruit is not heavy. So you don't have to have, like, I've got these on a metal trellis here, but you could definitely grow these on like a netting trellis instead of something heavy duty, because that's not required. But they're a mess. They've taken over this whole space here. Oh, hey Jennifer, I'm sorry. This is my first time going live. If you've been on here, then it's my first time going live. But thank you. I'm seeing my comments now. I can finally see my comments. So I'm glad you're learning a lot. I just kind of not. I don't chaos garden, but I just kind of grow a lot of different things and try things out. So it's fun. It's always a fun experiment. Now these over here are the Mexican. Where was that? Mexican sour jerkin. Is it jerkin or gherkin? I think it's gherkin. Gherkin. But this is the Mexican sour gherkin. And then, if I'm saying that wrong, y'all can just make fun of me. It's fine. And it's very prolific. Like, there's a lot of these all in there. A lot of these. And these are a fun little garden snack. I don't spray anything on my stuff, so I'll just pick stuff and eat it while I'm out here. Fun little garden snack. I'm gonna bite into this just so you can see the inside of it real quick. All right, there you go. So that's the inside of these Mexican sour gherkins, and they are a little sour, like a cucumber and a maybe lemony. I'm trying to taste it, see what it tastes like. But so those are fun. Then equally fun are these. Now these take up more space than these, and these are the West India ones. West India, and these are very heat tolerant. If you live somewhere where you get lots of heat like we do here, and I'm in South Carolina, and we just went through a huge, massive heat wave, and these have survived without much water. West India, I guess they they're good for heat, but this is what they look like. And these are spiky, like they hurt. So I'm not gonna bite into that and show you what the inside of that looks like. It's very similar to the other one though, but the taste is a little different. It's not as sour. Can I leave, please? Can you leave? Here? The live? But that's the West India gherkin. Lots of fun. Alright, so moving right along. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. If you're busy, I'm actually trying out the live just to see how it works. I've never gone live on YouTube, and I thought this would be a fun way to show the garden. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. But here's some more tomatoes. More tomatoes. And these were all my extras, so I just shoved them in here. Oh, excuse me, bye. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. I'm just going to keep talking though. That's the CL Lavender Crush. Beautiful rose. I don't think I have any that are completely open right now, but that's a beautiful rose. A very beautiful climbing rose. Lavender Crush. These are the marigolds. I can't remember what variety it is, but they are so tall. And then I found a nice little surprise in here. Got a nice little surprise. These are the blue queen peas. I can't get it. Well, let me see if I can find out. There was another one in here. It's blue, and I didn't know they were growing up in through there. There it is. Okay. There it is. This one's about to die, but it's going to put out more. But I did not realize that one of these was growing here from, I guess, last year. But the blue queen butterfly pea is what that flower is from. So that was a nice surprise in my marigolds there. More over here, but I'm about to pull a bunch of this stuff out, so I wanted to do one quick, well, it's not really been quick, but kind of a quick tour before I did, because some of the stuff is getting sick, and it's just, I'm going to start fall stuff soon. So this area right here, though, is, I've got these cosmos right here in front, and I've got sunflowers coming up behind. So those will be a little bit later sunflower behind that. This is the Cloud 10 rose, and see if I can get it without getting, I don't have my gloves on. Beautiful white rose, very prolific, disease resistant. I have not had very much black spot on this one as opposed to all the other ones, because I live in the south and that's something we deal with here. This is my native coral honeysuckle. If you grow this, you do need, this is one plant, you do need a lot of space for that. I've got borage here with the tomatoes. The bees love that. Bees love borage. Lots of Roma tomatoes. They haven't turned yet. I got my tomatoes in a little later this year than I normally do, but they'll be red soon. I've had a couple that are kind of blushing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a live just to see how to go live, because I've never gone live, and do a garden tour at the same time instead of recording and editing. So that's why I'm doing this. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope y'all have enjoyed this, and maybe later on I can do a nighttime one and maybe schedule it so people can know that I'm going live. But there you go. There's the full garden tour. So we'll see y'all next time.